and welcome to episode 60 of the Reknit podcast. I'm Roz.
I'm Emily.
My mum just worked out that that's why it's called Reknit, because there's a R and an E.
This is a
Yeah. So we've got this, the letters up here. You can see.
Look, there's a R on that side for Roz, and there's an E on that side for Emily, and the knit is what we're doing.
Yeah.
See?
And also, this podcast is generally about knitting, you see.
Yeah.
And also other stuff, but
Mostly knitting. Today's podcast is going to be a bit of a mega one, I think. We have show notes like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah.
Because we went to Unravel.
And we bought a lot of stuff.
Oh, we did.
So we went a bit stuff crazy at Unravel.
It was awesome though. It was my first Fibre festival. We got to see loads of people that I wanted to see. Like Stranded, we got to go to her stall. Like Spin City, and we got to go to, we went to Pom Pom Quarterly stall as well. Oh,
Yeah.
so many.
And we met new people that we
did.
were not, well, we hadn't specifically realised we're going to be there. But we're really cool.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we're probably we'll put that at the end. So if you don't want to see what giant wool pigs we've been.
Wool pigs. That's a tea, isn't it? Not that's tea pigs.
Yeah.
We're wool pigs.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I think that's a term from the knit girl, not the knit girls. Yeah, the knit girls. Laura and Leslie.
Yeah.
When they were showing off lots of stuff they bought.
Oh, okay.
So if you don't want to see us be massive wool pigs, or you might cry with jealousy at how much lovely stuff we got.
Or you might cry with pity at the amount of money we spent. I think is going to be the most
yeah,
accurate,
either of
I
those
feel.
things. If you don't want to see it, you can just stop when we stopped everything else. But yeah, shall we start with works in progress?
Go on then, you can go first, soon as you're in a way.
We're both in a way.
Go on,
Okay, I'm going. Do as I'm told.
do your thing.
This is my first work in progress. It's a jumper. It's quite dark because it's being knit out of navy blue wool, but you can sort of see. Here is the top of some sleeves. This is the neckline, and it's sort of just about not completely indecent. So it's getting there. This is another version of the flax jumper that I'm knitting. I'm knitting it. Ooh, yarn overboard. I'm knitting it with Aldi yarn. Okay, very imaginatively named colour, navy blue.
Actually, I think I find its colour number. Oh, navy blue. Oh, it's got a colour number as well. K632.
Yeah, but it's not like a fancy name that you can't tell what the colour is from the name because it's navy blue. You can tell it's navy blue.
Does what it says on the tin.
Yeah.
On the ball band in this case.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm knitting this with 4.5mm needles because I knit another one on 5mm needles that ended up a bit baggy. So I'm hoping for a slightly more fitted jumper. I didn't swatch for the last one because I thought it's a jumper that's top down. I can try it on and it fitted on me, therefore it wasn't going to be too small, so I wasn't that bothered. But anyway, I would like a slightly smaller one. So I'm knitting it to get a slightly smaller one. I've just split for the sleeve, yeah. It's just a lot more round and round and round at the bottom till it, finishes. And I put some ribbing on and then I'll do the sleeves. It's not very exciting.
Fab.
But yeah. And then my other work in progress is slightly more, small and portable and comes in this teeny tiny bag I made. This is, oh no, I've dropped stitches. Oh dear.
It's all gone wrong.
Oh dear.
Look away.
Those of a sensitive disposition may not wish to,
Yeah.
Right, where's my, there we go.
We saved it.
I think so.
Okay.
Oh, I've dropped my stitch marker as well in the bag somewhere.
It's all going so well.
Yeah. I'm knitting it on a pair of tiny circular needles and they're not quite long enough for the, let's get this. There we go. You can kind of see the pattern. It is some squares and then some capital I's. And I'm just about to begin the third pattern and then I think I'll probably repeat them in reverse and see how much of the yarn I've got left per mitten. This is being knit out of little grey sheep's Hampshire 4-ply that I bought.
That was someone that we randomly saw at Unravel as well.
Yeah, they were there. We did not stop by because when we were there they were very busy. But I saw these yarns, which I think of as mine. I saw them on the wall being sold. But yeah, this colour here is Bulrush. The grey is called Charcoal, and the purple is called Columbine. So they're very nice, and they're very, very local. They are pretty local to Unravel.
Local to Unravel, yeah.
Yeah, they're very local to Unravel. So that was cool.
Not local to here.
No, but they're pretty local to London also, where I bought them.
That's true.
So those are my works in progress.
Cool.
You've got lots you can talk about.
I have a few, yeah. Right, I'll talk about the one that I'm starting with first of all. This is the Flippy Floppy Fun Shawl, which is a pattern by Bumblebee Acres, who has a really cool podcast, so you should check her out because it's really nice. She shows all her nice hand-dyed yarn. It's very pretty. And she's a lovely lady. So this is just the first part of it. I made one of these in June. It was one of the first things I talked about when we started podcasting,
Yeah.
I think. I did like a rainbowy one. And this one is being knit out of this yarn onion, as I like to describe it. And this is a Somerset Yarns colour that I've had for a little while. It's blackberry sorbet, 75% superwash merino, 20% nylon, 5% stellina because it's sparkly. There we go, Somerset Yarns. Yeah, so this is a Flippy Floppy Fun Shawl. It's so easy. The pattern is really, really good because it comes, let's get the right way up for a start. It's that way up. That way up.
Which way is the top?
This is the top here. That's the top.
Okay.
And so you knit from the corner and go down.
Okay.
But the pattern is so easy to memorise and it looks really good as well. So I fully recommend it. It's a free pattern.
Is it all garter stitch? There's no purling?
There's no purling.
Yeah.
All the lace is knit two together yarn over, but it's really easy. There's no fancy like stuff at either end. It's just knit two together yarn over and then a couple of knit stitches and then that's just garter. So it's easy peasy and good fun. So I'm knitting those on super long needles because the shawl is going to get super long. I'm too lazy to change the cable over, but that's the beginning of that. So that's my first work in progress. My second is one that has been ongoing for ages, which is this pair of socks, but I'm getting there. I'm going to have it finished soon, I hope. This is the West Yorkshire Spinners sock. This is the second one, so I'm now on the foot bit, so that's a start. Done the heel. I've already done one sock, which I think I shared on the podcast last week. I'm still on the second one. Hopefully not for much longer. That'll get finished soon, but I'm saving this to do at school because it's just round and round, so I can do it while I'm on duty in the library.
Cool.
And what's my other one? A sweater. Oh yeah, right. So I've nearly finished my Knitwear Love sweater that I've been knitting for a fair while. All the bits are done. I haven't done the ribbing on the collar yet because that's the last thing that you do. And I'm in the process of sewing it up, and I was having a bit of a faff about sewing it up because I thought it was quite lumpy, but it seems to be all right.
Yeah. I think maybe we'll put in a little bit of you wearing it.
Okay. Well, I mean, half the sleeve is still like not sewn up.
Okay. Maybe we'll make
So
it
maybe I'll finish it.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, it looks like this. I haven't tried it on properly yet, really. I will do. I have to see how it fits because it's really baggy. Like I think it's wider than it is long, which is not the best thing in the world.
I think the last time you tried it on, it looked kind of as like an object before you put it on, and then you put it on and it looked better.
Yeah,
so I think.
But I remember when I tried it on last time, it was very baggy under the arms and it was quite short in the body.
Okay.
So we'll see. Either way, I need it finished by Thursday because it's World Book Day on Thursday and I'm going to school dressed as Molly Weasley, so I need this as part of my costume.
So you need to get a bit of a wiggle on.
I mean, I'm sure it'll be absolutely fine. It's I just perhaps would have, because the picture in the book is a lot more fitted, but the picture in the book is knit in like chunky or bulky or something, so it's like a lot. It's not as baggy. It's easier to make it quite fitted because it's quite heavy.
Yeah.
Whereas this is double knit, so it's much lighter, and so it's like the fabric is a lot more flexible rather than
and
like
it's
a solid.
acrylic, so it hasn't got the springy memory of wool.
Exactly. Either way, I'll get it finished and try it. Well, I need to get it finished because I want to wear it on Thursday. So
Yeah.
I will try it on and hopefully it'll be all right. I mean, I'm sure it'll be fine, but it's just maybe I'm not quite the shape I wanted it to be. But there we are.
Yeah.
Do you have any finished objects?
No.
Ooh, okay, I do.
One of your finished objects is in the other room. Because you gave it to me and then I've left it on my jumper in the other room.
You have? Do you want to go and get it?
Yeah. What about?
So, this was Roz's Valentine's present that I made for her. It's a little crochet flower with a nice button on it, and then it's got a little pin in the back. And I am intending on making one for me as well, but I can't find the button, which I may have left in Surrey, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I have to make one with a bigger button because I've got bigger ones of these.
If you make you one with a bigger button, I also want one with a bigger button to
I'm
match.
going to have to increase it. Anyway.
Because the whole idea was that they matched.
Yeah. So this is a little crochet flower, a nice purple crochet flower with a nice button. And the reason I wanted to make us matching ones out of this particular yarn is because I'm going to put it there. You can like model it one way.
Okay. I might put it on me.
Okay. Was because the yarn that this is made out is recycled yarn from Alternate Universe by the lovely Kim that I bought during Tour de Fleece, I imagine, when we were down at her shop at some point.
Yeah.
And the reason I liked it and I wanted to make a bit of Valentine's presents out of it is because that is the name of the yarn. So, yes, lesbian yarn. Valentine's present, obviously.
Yeah.
I'll show you the yarn in the cake that it came in, and I will also show you my Valentine's present that I received. So that's the yarn in the cake. It's very nice. It's just recycled yarn, sort of. There's 3 strands of 3 different sorts of purple, sort of, I think it's machine knitting yarn or similar.
Yeah, I'm sure it came off one of those great big cones.
Yeah. So that's that. And this is in my Valentine's present, one of my Valentine's presents that I got from Roz, maker of bags extraordinaire that she is now. And that's this one. So that's a drawstring bag, and that's got little hearts on the little ribbon. And this one, which is a pyramid bag with a zip and a little holdy strap with hearts on it as well.
Yeah.
So I got a little bag set.
Well, what happened was I made this one,
Mm.
and the ribbon had to be sort of amended here because I put it on so that it would come out inside out.
Okay.
This is one of the this was the 3rd pyramid bag I made, and it was the first one that got the ribbon to come out instead of being on the inside, because I was getting confused about which way I should put the ribbon. But I was still quite confused about which way round I should put the ribbon on the inside. So it came out inside out, so I had to stitch it here to make it lie the right way around so you can see the hearts. So I thought I would do one that didn't have a mistake in it.
Oh, that's so nice. And they're both lovely. So, that's my first, the flower was my first finished object. This was just
Yes.
like a bonus.
Yeah. That was the thing what I sewed.
It is.
Yeah.
The next finished object that I have is in this bag here. Oh, it's going all over the place. Where's it gone? There we are. Right. This is, I showed this, it's not been blocked yet, so it looks a bit of a tangly mess, but this is the Girl's Best Friend shawlette, so it's quite small. It'll be bigger than that when it's blocked.
Yeah, should we
So
try and
give it a thing, so it'll be like that big. I mean, that's a pretty good size for a little shawlette.
I mean, we can, when we wet block it, I'm sure it'll stretch a bit more.
Yeah, but this is Girl's Best Friend shawlette, and this is from Down Sheepy Lane.
The yarn.
The yarn is from Down Sheepy Lane, and it's called The Overlook. It's from her Stephen King Sock Yarn Club. So this one is based on The Shining. And I did faff it up a little bit at the top, and Roz fixed it for me. So
Well, you dropped a load of stitches.
yeah, oh, that was literally just after the podcast, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe I did it on the podcast. I can't remember. No, I did it after the podcast. I went to pick it up and dropped a whole load of stitches, and it was during like the fancy lace bit, and I just went, oh, I don't know what's happening, and then it all went wrong. So Roz fixed it for me.
Love it.
So that's that one, and I'm going to make another one of these for me, because this is going to my friend. So that is that one.
So you can be matching Scary Shiny
So we can
twins.
be matching, yeah. Oh, is that it? Oh, that is it. I thought I had 3, but that's the yarn. Okay, I'm ridiculous.
Have
That's
you
all the finished objects I have.
Yeah.
I said I had more. I don't.
It's 2 more than I have because I have finished no objects. Yeah, I've done some spinning. I've finished some.
Yeah, there's
spun
been a
some
lot of
yarns.
spinning occurring.
Yeah.
Go on, do your spinning.
Okay. Well,
Do your spinning in while I try and figure out what's going on with this.
we went to Unravel. One of the
Did
things,
we?
Yeah.
We never mentioned.
One of the things I bought was a whole load. One bag of. Ooh, that's kind
Pencil.
of. I'm trying to get it. This is Wensleydale. I'm trying to get it to show the shininess of the Wensleydale on the screen without just blowing out because it's white. So this is Wensleydale from Wensleydale Long Wool, which is a shop or a company which is up north, right near the town of Wensley, which is right on the edge of the Yorkshire Dales, which I imagine is where the Honourable Wensleydale sheep originally came from. So that's quite cool. I bought this as a bag of broken tops.
Hiccups.
So,
Very pretty.
yeah.
It's a lovely colour.
And I split it into 3 and I 3-plied it. Well, I spun it and then 3-plied it. So I have about 150 metres of double knitting-ish Wensleydale. I've spun either Wensleydale or Teeswater before, but I also bought at a Fibre festival. And I really spun it quite a bit too tight, but I spun it with too much twist, and I didn't like it, so I very deliberately tried to spin this one with less twist, which is now resulting in lots of the little bits of Wensleydale falling off onto everything that it comes near. So possibly because it was broken tops, which means like the pieces, rather than one big long one big long braid, it there were some shorter bits in there, and possibly I should have spun it a bit tighter to keep the shorter bits from sort of floofing out and falling everywhere. But you live and learn. When long wools are not my forte at the moment. I've spun 2 of them, like 200 grams of them, and this is like the second lot. So anyway, that was one thing I spun that I bought. This was £2.50 for 100 grams.
Not bad.
Which is pretty darn good. I had to hand card some of the bits to make them more spinnable, but for £2.50 that was a pretty good price. So that is one bit of spinning that I've done. And then I've also done some, again, quite shiny, some mohair. This is stuff I bought from the Avon Guild, open day, I think, in 2014, possibly 2015.
That's a long time ago. Were you spinning in 2014?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Anyway, it was the one right after the Bristol Wool Fair, which was in September, and then I think it was the October after that. So this is just 50 grams of mohair that had been dyed purple by the lady at the Spinning Guild who I bought it from. And again, I had to card this because it was just locked. So I carded this into some rolags and then spun it short draw from the rolags. And it's again quite floofy and very shiny because it's mohair, which is quite shiny and floofy. So I spun that, and I'm going to knit these together into something with some other stuff that I bought at Unravel, which I will talk about later.
Cool.
So I haven't. The Wensleydale has been washed. This has not been washed, so I'm not entirely sure how long it's going to be, but about. It's a 3-ply. It's probably going to be about 75 metres, maybe a little bit less. So this was 100 grams and I got about 150, and this is going to be a bit less. About half as much again, so fairly consistent.
Cool. Very good, well done.
Yes, thank you. Other spinning, this is a sample of some stuff that I bought at Unravel. Again, this was some, I think about 12 grams of...
Oh, it's very soft.
It's a merino... I'm going to say this how it's spelt, which I know is not how it's said, but I can't remember how it's said. So it's 65% merino, 35% zwartwools, which is a wool.
Okay.
It's a wool from, I think, Belgium or Holland or somewhere the sheep is from. But this, like originally, but this swartballs. I'm sorry if you're Dutch or Flemish or whoever, or however it's pronounced. If you know how to pronounce it properly, and I'm upsetting you by pronouncing it wrongly, it's this one. This swartballs came from Devon, so it's pretty local to.
Does that mean you have to call it swartballs?
Possibly.
It's Devon.
Yeah.
It's from a swartball sheep, isn't it?
Yeah. So I bought about 100 grams of this colour, and then I spun it long draw from the fold and 3-plied it, and this is my little sample to check that I like.
Very nice. It's a lovely colour.
Yeah, this colour is called Sycamore, or as I called it, the green, because there was a bluey green as well next to it at Unravel. I was debating whether or not to go for the bluey green or the green. So yeah, I spun it, plied it. So it's a little bit uneven because it's chain plied instead of 3-plied. So here on the back, I did the stockinette portion of this sample. I did pretending to knit it in the round, so instead of turning, just left a long at the back, and then started, yeah. So I can see what my gauge would be like knitting a sweater in the round. And this was knit on 5mm needles, and I'm pretty happy with this fabric.
Yeah, it's really nice.
So I think I'm going to spin the rest of the fibre similarly. But that is just a little bit of spinning that I did. And then finally, I finished my first bobbin of the Gotland.
Hey!
This is about 185 grams on one bobbin, which I'm pretty pleased about. It's pretty fine. Where's my endy bit? But it's not incredibly tightly spun. This is the stuff the fibre top is really compacted. And the last, I don't know how much, but okay, you can't see that because my hands are off the screen. But the last few meters of the top were really, really compacted and were really frustrating to break up. But I did. And I've spun it all, so I'm thinking I'm going to get another 2 bobbins like this and be able to 3-ply them into about, I don't know how many meters of yarn. But when we went to Unravel at the John Arbon stand, there was also some Gotland like this that was not compacted. So if once I've spun up the stuff I've already got, if there's not quite enough to make a big enough garment for me, I can always buy some more and spin it, and it'll be nice to spin because it won't be compacted and it'll just be, yeah. So I'm a third of the way through the spinning of this, and yeah, ooh, there's a tiny bit of cap in there, but maybe it'll come out with the ply. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with this. It's a really nice soft fibre when it's not compacted. So like, I have nothing against the fibre itself. It's just generally it's better. Fibre is better when it's not compacted. It's easier to spin and draft. So you know, I think, yeah, I don't know what happened to the fibre to get it so compacted, but it's sad when bad things happen to good fibre.
Yeah.
And that was all my spinning.
Right, well that was good timing because I just finished my row. Right.
Okay.
My spinning, I've got one lot that I've finished, if I can find it, and one lot that I'm just starting. There we are. Right, so my first finished lot is, I was spinning it during the last podcast, and that's this. This is the Hilltop Cloud Fibre Club, Time Travelers Fibre Club, and this is Graphite.
That was the December one, wasn't it?
That was the December one, yeah. I chain plied it, and I'm not great at chain ply. I find that chain ply tends to come out quite stringy, because I'm not massively good at it, so it tends to be quite rough and feel a bit stringy. This is a little bit stringy in places, but it might be alright once it's been washed.
Yeah, it hasn't been
It hasn't
washed.
had its bath yet. Once it's been washed and dried, and I might put some conditioner or something in to make it a bit floofier. But it is, I mean, it's not tightly spun, really. It's quite, like, in itself, it's quite floofy. It just doesn't feel soft and floofy, you know, but that might also be the what it's made out of.
Yeah,
I think that's also some of the, no. But once I've given it a bath and washed it. I'm hoping it'll fluff up a little bit after that and get a bit softer. But yeah, I think this is probably going to be a hat or something, because I quite fancy doing some of my hand spun into a hat. So I think that's what this is going to be. So that's the stuff that I've done. I finished that while we were in Surrey, and plied it. So that's that. And then I started spinning some of the stuff that I got from John Arbon Textiles, the same place as where you got your sycamore, the green stuff. Yeah. That's it. The stuff that I've spun is currently on the bobbin at my wheel, but this is the another sort of little braid of it, and this is lovely and soft. It's so smoothy and lovely, and it's burnt orange, and it is 100% merino, which is why it's so soft and lovely and fluffy. And it's a lovely colour. But I got 100 grams of this and split it into two to do a 2-ply. That's why I split it into two ply. So I'm spinning the first lot. I've still got a bit more to spin of the first half, and then I've got this half to spin as well. I'm not sure what it's going to be yet. I haven't decided.
Hopefully
but it's very well, yes. But it's very pretty. I absolutely love the colour. It's a really, really nice orange with some darker bits in.
That's a very M colour. That's quite similar to the colour you're knitting your jumper out of.
See?
Your shining stuff.
Yeah, I do like a brownie orange.
Yeah.
So I'm spinning this at the moment. As I say, it's on the bobbin, and yeah, it'll be a 2-ply something, but it's lovely and soft and squishy, and I like it very much.
Maybe it's going to be something that you put like here.
Maybe I'll just
like
make this into a scarf like this.
A cowl or
there
something.
There you go. Look, that's a good look. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm saying you should knit it into like something that goes
No,
on
I
your
think
neck.
I should just keep it like this because it's quite soft and fluffy.
Okay, but it'll just drift apart. This is why we spin. I'm sorry.
It's so fluffy.
Am I spoiling your fun?
Yeah, a little bit. Okay. Anyway, right. So now, I think that's all our stuff that we're doing.
Yeah, we should talk about the giveaway.
We'll talk about the giveaway, and then we're going to talk about Unravel. So, stay for the giveaway bit, and then if you don't want to listen to us ramble on about Unravel for the next week or something, then you can disappear and go. But our giveaway, no, we won't. Our giveaway is still ongoing. It is for a set of the Stephen. Hang on, let's grab this one. There we go. Oh, yarn on the board. Save the yarn. Save the yarn. Oh no. Right.
Mini skeins and children's first.
It's for this edition of the Stephen King Sock Yarn Club, which you can't see because it's in a bag, so I'll show it to you. It's this lovely yarn, which is called Christine, and it has been donated to us by the lovely Debbie from down Sheepy Lane, and you can win this pack, which has the yarn and stitch marker and some tea and
all the goodies,
all the little goodies and stuff. You can have a look on the last podcast where I went through it.
Yeah.
And you can win this. There's a thread open on our Ravelry group at the moment. We'll leave the link in the description below.
Yep.
And we've had some entries already, some really nice pictures of people's most recently finished object.
Yeah, that's all you need to do to enter is join the group and post a picture in that thread of your most recent finished object.
Yep.
If you've never finished an object, just put a photo of what you're knitting.
Yeah.
But like, if you're one of those people who either is very, very new to knitting or is just never finished anything. Like, I don't want to disbar people from entering if they've not got a finished object.
Sure. But it's a brilliant prize. It was really generous of Debbie to donate it to us.
Yes. Thank you, Debbie.
And we would love to give it away to a lovely podcast viewer. So please go and join our Ravelry group and enter the competition. And when we've got enough entries, we'll draw a random number and send it to one of you. Right.
Yeah.
Shall we do Unravel stuff?
Yes, let's display.
Prepare yourselves, people, because this is going to take a while.
Display our wool piggery to the world.
Right.
Okay. Do you want to start? I think you bought more stuff than me.
Oh, it's entirely possible. Right. This is our... Oh, let's do my little extra stash enhancement first. So one thing that I've got that wasn't from Unravel, because this is technically our stash enhancement, but it's all Unravel. But this isn't. This is a little skein of rainbow yarn that my friend gave me because I work with him and he was leaving and he gave me a present, which was very sweet. So I got some nice rainbow yarn. Any rainbow yarn is always good yarn.
Yeah.
So that's very nice. But the rest is Unravel. So let's start with the big fancy floofy thing because it looks really impressive.
What's the big fancy blue?
What's this?
Oh yeah.
So we went to Spin City Yarns. The card of which is up there, and I haven't got down, but never mind.
Are they Spin City yarns or are they just Spin City?
I don't know. Spin City. We'll call them that.
Because that's not a yarn.
No, I know.
Did they sell yarn?
I can't remember. We went to the Spin City booth, which was right next door to the Stranded Dye Works booth, and they had exceptionally awesome multicoloured everythings you could spin, as well as some really pretty drop spindles, glittery ones and stuff.
Yeah.
And they were all really lovely. But I bought a bat, and it's very fancy. And now I shall show it to you. And look, it looks like this.
It's so pretty.
Isn't that amazing? It's beautiful. So we asked them what it was made up of, and it's kind of a bit of everything. It's mostly wool, I think she said, didn't she? Mostly wool, with a bit of extra fancy floofy stuff in. So there's some bamboo in there. There's some sparkly stuff. Is there some silk? Did she say?
Yeah. Well, I think possibly this might be soya.
Oh yeah, soya. Yeah.
Because of the colour, it's just that.
So it's all kinds of fancy stuff. But look at the
White.
colour in that. That is gorgeous.
That is such a beautiful rainbow.
And beautiful. And the rainbow just went, you should buy me and spin me into a pretty thing.
Yeah.
So I did. And I will spin it into a pretty thing. But, yeah. I like that a lot. And it's been sitting behind me on my shelf that you can't see, it's just over there. I have like a load of knitting books and it's been sitting on top of there looking all pretty. So I can look at it being pretty for a while. And then I'll spin it. Because I don't want to like keep it like in a bag in a box somewhere when I'm not spinning it. Because it's so pretty. So I thought I'll put it somewhere and I can look at it and be inspired by it.
Yeah, it is very lovely.
So that's that. Right, shall we do the spinning stuff that we bought? You can go through your fibres and then I'll go through mine.
Okay. Well, should we do the first thing that we bought? That wasn't actually the first thing that we bought,
Oh, yeah.
but like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
joint
yeah.
thing is we got this bag of alpaca for £2. It's about 200 grams, I think we weighed it, and
Something like that.
so it's not washed, but we have other bags of unwashed alpaca, and it was
It's going to be an
£2
alpaca fest.
because a lady, she had a stall, but she was also selling off stuff from her own stash that she wasn't going to spin because she doesn't like to spin alpaca. She has realised. So we got ourselves a little bit of a bargain there.
Mm-hmm.
So we snapped that one up. So yeah, we're going to wash that and split it in two and spin it.
So we got a lot of stuff from a
John
stall
Arbon?
by a guy called John Arbon. He runs a mill down in Devon, I want to say. Yeah. And he had a massive stall with loads and loads of different types of yarn and stuff. First of all, we both bought
Oh yeah,
a bag of these.
I bought 2 bags.
Both bought 2. These are a bag of 100% merino broken tops. As you can see, they're all different colours.
Just
Bits muddled up all together. So they're like little bits of different colours.
yeah.
I think it was £5 for a bag, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Which is not bad. Yeah, there we go. North Devon, John Arbon Textiles and Fibre Harvest. So we both got some of these because they were nice and cheap.
Yeah.
And I like this one because it's got like pink swirly bits and like all that down here. It looks like ice cream. Yours has lots of blue and lots of purple and all kinds of stuff.
I'm planning to split mine up into the colours and sort of card one colour with like the next colour along and sort of make a mild-ish something or other.
Cool.
And then I will have enough with, got 400 grams here, got 200 grams of plain white merino, and I've got 100 grams that I'm currently spinning. Well, I'm not currently spinning, but the spinning is kind of midway, but paused, of 100 grams of Hilltop Cloud merino. So that's 700 grams approximately of merino, so I should be able to make a jumper
Lovely.
out of that. So I will have like a multicoloured merino jumper.
Fantastic.
Have you got any plans for what you're going to do with yours?
Not a clue.
Okay.
I haven't got that far yet. Something exciting, I'm sure. And then we both also bought lots of different loads of fibre. And the amazing, amazing.
That one smells so sheepy. Like in a
Oh,
good
it
way.
does. Smells like farmyard.
Not in a mucky way, but
No,
just like
in a sheepy way.
Yeah.
So This I've already shown you, and I've already spun half of it nearly, and that's burnt orange, 100% merino,
Yeah.
which is lovely. And then the other load of fibre that I got was this. This is also 100.
No, that's this stuff. The merino's warped balls.
Yeah, no, I know. I was going to say this is also 100 grams.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
This is also 100 grams.
Yeah.
And it's the same as it's the same as your green stuff.
Only it's not. It's called something else.
It's called something else. It's called blue spruce, apparently.
That's the one. Yeah.
And it's a lovely tealy blue kind of colour. It's beautiful. I'm quite tempted to do something with both of them together.
They do look very nice together.
Maybe something colour worky. That would be fancy, wouldn't it?
Mm.
We'll have a think. We'll see what works. But yeah, it's really gorgeous. It's really, really nice. I love it. And he was very generous as well
when you buy
in his giving of yarn, as
when,
he added quite a bit of like extra.
Yeah, when you buy 100 grams from John Arbon, he weighs out 100 grams and then carries on weighing out and gives you about 120 grams for your 100 grams.
He was very, very lovely.
Yeah.
Have you got other stuff from him that you're going to show?
I've got this. I've not bought the rest of this colour, but I've got probably over 100 grams of this left to spin. I've got about...
That is a lovely colour.
400 and something grams. I've got this and then another load of 200-ish grams. This is the thistle colour of the merino zwart balls. I just realised you can't see my mouth, so I'm talking like
yeah. Got fibre in your face.
Zwart balls.
You've turned into a sheep. You've been around too much yarn.
Yeah. And that smells nice as well. That's a sort of purple colour. And then I also got 100 and something grams of this, which is called sycamore. No, it's not. The other one was called sycamore. This one's called juniper.
It's got little strands of blue in there as well.
Yeah, this is like a blue-green. This was green-green. This is blue-green. And I'm going to spin that lot together. Well, spin it all separately into colours and then knit a colour worky jumper out of that.
Mm.
And I'm thinking of using the greens as like a sort of leafy yoke type thing. But I haven't entirely, it depends on how it comes out as yarn. As to what happens.
Very nice.
And how it knits up, but we shall see. That is my tentative plan at the moment.
Cool.
So I think, is that all the stuff we got from John Arbon?
Yeah, I think so. He, as I say, runs a mill in North Devon, and they're having an open day in a couple of months, which I think we might try and go down to.
Yes, I'm very interested in going to that.
And bring our spinning wheels. He said we can come and spin if we bring our wheels, so we will.
Yep.
Which would be really cool. But yeah, no, I definitely am going to buy more from him. And also, he had a load of yarns that were like, they were all sort of just block colours, but like a whole rainbow of colours, and they were really good price. So I'm quite tempted to get a sweater's worth of stuff from him at some point as well. Yeah, so I think that's all the fibre, right?
Yeah, apart from this merino, merino this Wednesday, but now that I bought as fibre and have now made into yarn.
Yarn. I bought some. Actually, I bought a fair bit. Some of it was stuff I went with an intention to get. And other stuff... Where's the other one? Oh, it's down there. Other stuff
I'm holding it out for you. So
kind of knew what I wanted to get, like of colour, but I didn't know where I was going to get it. So let's do first things first. We went to the Stranded stall, run by the lovely Amy of Stranded Podcast, and I got 2 things from Stranded. And these colourways are both colourways that I've wanted for an absolute age, so I'm really pleased. This is on her Oasis base, which is the 75-25 Posh Merino nylon. This is anti-Valentine. And this one she only brings out around Valentine's Day, so it's like a limited edition yarn. And she doesn't have it very often, so I'm so pleased I managed to get some because I love the colour of it. And I already know where it's going as well.
Yeah. I'm trying hard not to take the sentiment of the colour name personally.
No, you poor thing.
I know, I'm so hard.
So that's that, and that's lovely. And then I got some koi on her Paradise base, which is 80-10-10 merino nylon cashmere, fingering weight. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with this one yet.
I've just noticed a really cool purple splodge down there.
Oh yeah, yeah,
so nice.
Yeah. Because I do want socks out of this, but I don't know if this is the right yarn to make socks with, because it's like 10% nylon and then the rest is merino cashmere. I
think it would make socks that were good for not walking in.
Yeah. So I'm not sure. I think when Amy is coming to Alternate Universe in May, on Yarn Shop Day, as it happens, to do a trunk show. So I'm quite tempted to get some of this, but on this base when I'm there. Because I've got socks on this, on the Oasis base in a different colour, which I really like. So I might get some of this, but on this base. But this is really lovely. So I'll come up with something to do with this because I'll have a think. So those were the two from Stranded Dye Works, which were lovely, fantastic. And then I knew I wanted, because I'm doing a Find Your Fade shawl.
Yes.
And this is going in the fade shawl, and I have some other stuff that's going in there too. And then I wanted another kind of lighter pinky yarn to go in there as well. So that's this one. You can't even see the label because it's white. This is from West Green Loft Yarns. And this is 100% superwash merino in Vintage Peony. And it's very pretty. Look, it's a lovely kind of, look, it kind of matches our
yeah,
that thing. But that's going in my Find Your Fade shawl as well. I need to get one more skein of yarn to go in there because I'm down. I need one more, and then I'll have my full fade, and then I will show you all the yarns I'm using. Yeah. So that.
I think if you have any leftovers from that, you should crochet some more of those little flowers, and we should put them up on the wall.
That's true. That's a good
around
idea.
There.
So that's that, and then my final one is from Fine Fish Yarns, which is such a cool colour. I absolutely love this. It's Gawain. Gawain with you.
It's as in Gawain and the Green Knight, isn't it?
I know.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so Fine Fish Yarns, and look at the colour of that. It's just gorgeous. These are 100% going to be socks, without a shadow of a doubt. This is merino nylon, I think. Yeah, 75-25 superwash merino nylon. So these are definitely going to be socks, without a shadow of a doubt, because that is such a gorgeous yarn. Just look at the colours on it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So those were my 4 yarns that I bought.
Yeah.
There they are. You got some as well.
Yeah, I got mini skeins because they're cheaper.
Logic.
Yeah, I'm not sure buying. Well, some places are running like a discount if you bought a certain number of mini skeins from them, but I didn't buy enough mini skeins from anywhere to do that. But my first 2 come in this lovely paper bag from Whistlebear. Isn't that like a really cute little
It's a nice bag.
sheepy design thing?
Yeah.
Which is a company from, I think it's a farm in the north of England. And as well as when you buy yarn from them, they give you, on the back of this card, there's like a link and a code, and you can get, I think, either one free pattern or a particular free pattern. And they've got a website with all kinds of sort of special offers and like a members area type thing, which I haven't actually done yet, but I may do in the future. They, I think, are a sort of Wensleydale and mohair specialty farm, because that's what most of their yarns seem to be made of. And I got 2 lots of 20 grams of their yarns. It's 80% Whistlebear's own mohair and 20% Whistlebear's own Wensleydale wool. I got this. They don't have colour names.
Purple and blue.
Yeah, this is a sort of maroony colour, and this is like a variegated blue. So I got these 2, and then I've also got this Wensleydale and this mohair. So I'm going to combine these with my other purchases to make some kind of cowly thing in a sort of shiny, beautiful type thing. And the other mini skeins I got were from, where's my, oh there's the little card of New Forest mohair. So I presume these are the mohair goats.
Oh, goats.
So New Forest mohair. I also got, these are mohair and merino rather than mohair and Wensleydale. But I got, again,
they're so pretty.
Little mini skeins. I've got a purple one. I've got a sort of greeny turquoisey one, and a sort of, maybe a sort of petrol-y blue one. I'm not quite sure what I would call that colour. So,
they go very well together.
Yeah, I've got,
you were definitely on a theme.
5 mini skeins, a sort of half skein of pure mohair that I've spun, and a whole skein of pure Wensleydale that I've spun. And I'm going to combine them in some kind of
We're going to
crazy
make a thing.
stripy colour thing. And it's going to be all soft and sheeny. Lustrous. So yeah, I'm going to knit something cool out of that. When I've worked out what that is, I will knit it. So I think that is all.
Is that all yours?
That's all the shopping that I did at Unravel.
Okay, I've only got a couple of extra bits to show. First of all, I'm going to show this gorgeous cute bag that I love. And this is a really lovely bag that goes over your arm. So you can put your knitting in there and you can walk around. I take it to school so I can do my knitting at school while I'm on duty at the library. And it's from, we bought it from a stall, but they were selling it on behalf of somebody else. And so this is from Bellaka Yarns, as you can see there. And it's awesome. It's got these nice pops at the top, and it's got mermaids on it with various different hairstyles, multicultural mermaids with various different hairstyles.
Some of
I
which
really
are
liked it. Some of which are princesses. But it was such a lovely bag. I was just like, I need to have that. So I did, and it's lovely. It fits over your arm, and I can do my knitting and wander around, and it's great. I love it. Love it, love it. And the other thing that I will show you is something that I bought from a company called Tilly Flop. Tilly Flop. They're on tillyflopdesigns.etsy.com, and they do yarn-based like cards and tea towels and printed items with like all that sort of stuff. And the thing that I got was a bumper sticker to go on my car, and that's that one. And it says, "No yarn is left in this vehicle overnight," which I really like. So that's going on my car. Yeah. But they had a load of different ones, and they were really, really, really good. So tillyflopdesigns.etsy.com, you can see on the sticker there.
Yeah. Lots of good ideas for a gift for knitters. If you didn't want to,
absolutely.
If you weren't sure what kind of yarn to buy your favourite knitter or crocheter, you could buy them a cool yarny gift from there.
And I also bought other things like some copies of Pom Pom Quarterly and stuff like that, which had some really nice recipes in, which I'm going to try. Especially the pumpkin spice cake thing. Yeah. That's going to be good.
And you bought the Unravel tote bag.
I did. I bought tote bags. I bought the Pom Pom tote bag as well. The one that they brought out last year for their anniversary thing, I think it was. Yeah, so we did a lot of shopping, but it was awesome. It was exhausting, but it was awesome, and it was huge. And yeah, I'm very, very glad that we went. Yeah. It was really good fun.
We're back again.
My iPad is full, so we should probably stop. Thank you very much for watching. Yeah, a bit of a longer one this time with all the stuff. Please go and join us on Ravelry and enter the giveaway if you would like to.
Win yarn.
Win some yarn, win some really nice stuff.
Who doesn't want to win free yarn?
Exactly. Yeah, that's about it from us. Please subscribe if you would like to. We are 4 subscribers away from 100.
Yes.
And if we get to 100, we get to like have a URL with our name in rather than random letters. And we're very excited about that. Yeah. So we need 4 more subscribers. So please, let's get to 100 by the next episode, please. Yeah. Please.
That would make us very happy.
It would. But as always, thank you very much for watching. Thank you to everybody who leaves comments on our videos. Yes. We read them all and think they're all fabulous. Yes. I think you're all fabulous. Yes.
I'm very pleased I haven't set fire to any of my knitting this time.
Yes. There's been no knitting related arson.
No.
So anyway, we will see you next time.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you very much.